first thing I thought was the boy that cried wolf. I think he's retired 4 times now in his career. This will be the 4th. It reminded me of being a kid and you got in trouble by your mum and you said, I'm leaving home. And she thought, go on then, if you go, opens the door, lets you go, you get to the bottom of the street, we turn around. One fight, because you don't know which age is going to turn on, could ruin the financial possibility with a fight with Tyson Fury.
Johnny Nelson slams Tyson Fury's retirement claim, calling it a stunt while questioning the timing of a potential Anthony Joshua clash. Tyson Fury's decision to retire has stirred up reactions from both his promoter and other industry figures. Frank Warren, Fury's promoter, shared that it's ultimately Tyson's choice about his future, emphasizing that it's up to him which direction he takes in life.
He's made his decision, and that's what he's chosen to do, and God bless him.
Warren expressed respect for Fury's decision and highlighted his legendary career, noting that Tyson's recent fights, including his bout with Alexander Usyk, showcased the skill and heart that place him among the best heavyweights in boxing history. Despite his admiration for Fury's accomplishments, Warren doubts that Tyson will return to the ring.
Well, it is, but I don't believe we will. I think that's the decision he's made. And we've had, I mean, what he's given to British boxing has been amazing. You know, certainly since he's come back, he's been working with me. You think of the fights, they've been unbelievably great fights, dramatic fights, knockdowns. He's got up, he's shown courage, he's shown, you know, everything you could think of. He's probably, him and Usyk, the 2 best heavyweights of their generation, there's no doubt about that.
In contrast, British promoter Eddie Hearn was visibly upset by the news, believing that fans would be disappointed by Fury's retirement announcement. However, Hearn stated that if retiring makes Tyson happy, then that's what he should do. Eddie also pointed out that many fighters are lured out of retirement with lucrative offers, suggesting that Fury might still have plenty of fight left in him. He remains unsure about whether Fury's retirement is final, but Hearn believes that if the right offer came along, Tyson might reconsider.
British fight fans, because we've got a chance to make the biggest fight in boxing, but you know, if that is the last we see of him, he's had a great career. I doubt it, but you know, it's always best to come into retirement to make sure someone pays you to come out of retirement.
While Hearn expressed doubt, Frank Warren was more supportive of Fury's personal life choices. Warren pointed out that Tyson has a loving family and a successful life outside the ring, with best-selling books and a Netflix series to his name. According to Warren, Tyson has earned a break and deserves to enjoy life away from the sport after a remarkable career. Interestingly, Fury's retirement comes shortly after Eddie Hearn revealed that Wembley had been reserved for a potential fight between Fury and Anthony Joshua in the summer. This isn't the first time Tyson has announced his retirement, as he also claimed to be done after defeating Dillian Whyte in April 2022, only to return 6 months later for a trilogy bout with Derek Chisora. Tyson had previously mentioned that retirement rocks, and that he enjoys his life outside boxing.
I just think if I was looking for the right deal, I'd go into retirement too. But I can't speak on his behalf. That's just what I would, you know. I think it's a natural play. But maybe that's his lot. I don't know. I don't know him well enough to comment, really. I mean, he's the man to make his own decisions.
Finally, when asked about the possibility of Fury coming out of retirement for a Joshua fight, Frank Warren was clear. It's entirely up to Tyson. He respects Fury's decision, pointing out that Tyson doesn't need to prove anything to anyone and has already been part of 2 of the biggest fights in boxing history. As of now, Warren insists that Tyson's retirement is a personal decision and no external pressure can change that.
No, I mean, again, you look at him outside the ring, two #1 best-selling books, the Netflix series. You know, he's had a brilliant career, and he's made a lot of money, and God bless him for that. And I just hope now that he can be happy. That's what counts more than anything. He's got a fabulous family, big family, 7 children, his wife Paris. He needs to enjoy life. That's what he needs to do now.
Johnny Nelson compares Fury's retirement claims to a kid threatening to leave home but always coming back. He says Fury has done this before and it's just a way to hype up the next fight and raise the price.
I don't believe it. First thing I thought, there was 2 things I thought. The first thing I thought was the boy that cried wolf. I think he's retired 4 times now in his career. This will be the 4th. The second thing I thought was, it reminded me of being a kid and you got in trouble by your mum and you said, I'm leaving home. He thought, go on then, if you go, opens the door, lets you go, you get to the bottom of the street, we turn round. I think Tyson's done that now, and Frank and Spencer Brown and whoever else is saying, okay, yeah, well, good on him, I hope he does well, because they're thinking, you might believe that today, but you won't be believing that tomorrow.
Johnny talks about how unpredictable Anthony Joshua is, which makes a fight with Fury risky. He also mentions that there's talk of a Fury versus Daniel Dubois rematch, but people aren't really focusing on it.
Without a doubt. And regardless of what showmatch you see Anthony Joshua in with Martin Bacoli when they're doing a head-to-head, and there's talk about these two fighting in Africa or whatever, AJ's people will know one fight, because you don't know which AJ is going to turn on, could ruin the financial possibility with a fight with Tyson Fury. And while
Johnny says both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are likely near the end of their careers. He believes their potential fight could be their last big payday, so it might happen soon.
Developed amnesia about him fighting Daniel Dubois in the rematch again. So why is he okay to fight somebody else? So again, there's a chance to create the legacy he's talking about and be IBF champion. But nobody's talking about that. For Tyson Fury, they both know they're in the last year of their career. They're none of them will be fighting by the end of this year. So the amount of money that's on the table that can be lost by one stupid mistake or one fighter leaving his tools at home, I think that is a fight that to me is I'm quite sure there are people behind him will say, look, that's a fight we've got to make.
After his earlier retirement claim, Tyson Fury had mentioned that retirement rocks and that he enjoys life outside the ring.
How's retirement doing you?
Retirement rocks. Really enjoying retirement, baby. I worked hard for this, so I'm enjoying every single moment. Peace out.
This statement, paired with his past announcements, raises questions about whether his retirement will stick. Warren respects Tyson's decision, emphasizing that Fury doesn't owe anyone anything and has already secured his legacy with some of the most significant fights in boxing history.
I think he's made his decision today. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but today that's his decision. He was involved in two really, really close fights, unbelievably close fights. And I'm not going to go into all the opinions of my opinion, whatever. But
in a potential future bout between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, former boxer Frank Bruno shared his thoughts. Bruno believes that Fury would likely come out on top as long as he is mentally and physically prepared. His natural size and experience would give him a clear advantage over Joshua, but Bruno stressed that Joshua would need to be at his best to have any chance against Fury. The outcome of such a high-profile fight would depend heavily on both fighters' readiness to step up.
Hopefully we can see Joshua and Fury. Who do you think wins that fight, Frank?
Joshua and Fury?
Yeah.
I think Fury, for some strange reason he get himself together, pull himself together, and the weight that he's got amongst other ones, use that all. But his wife is saying he's got the ump before he went into the ring, but I thought when you get the ump, you go in there to beat up the opponent.
Even Alexander Usyk, who recently defeated Tyson Fury in the pursuit of the undisputed heavyweight title, has weighed in on the potential Fury-Joshua matchup. Initially, Usyk believed Joshua might win on points in a fight with Fury. However, his opinion shifted over time, and he now sees Fury as having the upper hand in such a clash. Usyk believes Fury's size, skill, and tactical versatility would likely give him an advantage over Joshua, despite Joshua's own strengths. Usyk's change of heart highlights how, despite Joshua's tools, Fury's experience and adaptability at the highest level of boxing make him a more formidable opponent in this potential bout.
Joshua Fury, last question.
Four.
If Joshua fights Fury today, who wins?
Who wins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, come on.
My friend Greedy Belly.
You think Fury would beat Joshua?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Joshua.
Lennox Lewis, a former heavyweight champion with experience fighting the best in the business, also shared his take, backing Fury as the likely winner. Lewis highlighted Fury's superior form, versatility, and ability to control the pace of a fight as factors that would give him an advantage over Joshua. Although both fighters have knockout power, Lewis believes that Fury's adaptability and ability to dictate the flow of a match make him the favorite. He also pointed to Joshua's recent loss to Dubois as evidence that the younger Brit still has much to prove when it comes to resilience and mental toughness, making Fury the more complete fighter in a potential showdown.
Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury? Who wins that now? Because obviously they both have had
Listen, both of them pack a punch. I would say Fury would be leading the way on that one a little bit. Yeah, he's leading the way on that. You know, it's up to Anthony Joshua to prove everybody wrong right now.
Derek Chisora, who has fought Tyson Fury 3 times, took a more cautious stance when discussing the potential Fury-Joshua fight. Chisora believes both fighters need some time off before considering such a high-profile match. He pointed out that both Fury and Joshua have recently suffered losses and have been involved in back-to-back training camps. Chisora said, "I would love to see that. I think everyone would love to see that, but I want to see it when the fighters are ready to fight, because right now there is pressure from the viewers, but personally right now I don't think both fighters are ready to fight each other." He added, "So for now they should just chill out, relax, and enjoy their money, and when they are ready they can give us a big blockbuster at the end of the summer." Carl Froch recently weighed in on Tyson Fury's retirement, suggesting it could be yet another false claim, given that Fury has announced his retirement multiple times in the past. Froch pointed out that after his win over Vladimir Klitschko, Fury had a few drinks and then declared he was retiring. However, as Froch noted, Fury went on to become a world champion after defeating Klitschko, proving that retirement claims don't always stick.
First Klitschko fight when he became world champion, that night in Dusseldorf, that cold night when I was there, and he got in there and he just sort of, I don't want to say he hustled his way through the fight, but he was holding, he was tying Klitschko up, he was making it messy. He got inside Klitschko's head. He did what he had to do, and he became heavyweight champion, a fight that not many thought he could win.
Froch further pointed out that after his previous retirement announcement, Fury returned to the ring and fought Deontay Wilder 3 times. He highlighted how Tyson was out of shape at the time, having gained weight and struggled with substance abuse, but managed to redeem himself with his performances in those bouts.
He put on loads of weight and he had a bad time, and he came out of the other side and told everybody he was going to come back into boxing and fight Deontay Wilder. He was like 28, 29, so I don't know how big he was. He was big and fat and out of shape, and nobody believed he could do it. But he did it. So he's a massive inspiration to a lot of people. He came back and he fought Deontay Wilder. Not once, not twice, but 3 times he fought Deontay Wilder.
Tyson himself has talked about his recent retirement in a video where he teased something about Dick Turpin.
Hi everybody, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing. It's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it, and I'm going to end with this. Dick Turpin wore a mask. God bless everybody. See you on the other side.
Mark Tibbs recently commented on the potential Fury versus AJ fight, acknowledging that while it would be incredibly exciting, both fighters are nearing the end of their careers. He tempered expectations, stating that fans shouldn't expect anything phenomenal from the match.
What a fight that'd be as well. And it's such an exciting fight. I mean, it would be an exciting fight, and I think both of them could be, could be at the end. At the end.
Conor Benn, however, expressed disbelief over Fury's retirement claims, insisting that there is no chance on this earth that Tyson Fury can retire without facing Anthony Joshua.
There is no chance on God's green earth Fury's gonna do us dirty like that. There is no way he's got to give us that AJ fight.
Ben was devastated by the news, pleading with Tyson not to hang up his gloves, saying, "You can't do that to the fans."
I know he probably don't feel entitled to, he don't have to really, but you can't leave us hanging like that, man. Like, you can't do that,
Despite his concerns, Ben admitted a part of him believes Fury might be done for good, but also acknowledged the unpredictable nature of boxing, suggesting that Tyson could always make a comeback. He added that Fury's retirement places him in a strong negotiating position for any future fights.
Part of me goes, we know exactly what's going on, but then the other part of me also thinks, is he retired? He won't retire. It's just not possible. I refuse to believe it.
What I'm saying is, what kind of negotiating position do you think that puts him in, if in fact this is gamesmanship?
It puts him in a very strong position. I mean, we're talking about it right now.
Eddie Hearn, though, was the most vocal about Tyson's potential retirement. He emphasized that if Fury's heart is no longer in boxing, then retirement is the best option for him. However, Hearn remains hopeful about a potential Fury versus Joshua fight, claiming that if the fight happens, it will be one of the biggest in boxing.
Eddie, just give us your immediate reaction. Tyson Fury announcing his retirement on Instagram this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you haven't got a heart for it anymore and you don't want to compete anymore, I think retirement is the best option. Disappointing, obviously, for...
With fans eagerly awaiting the Fury-Joshua showdown, the uncertainty around Fury's retirement puts the future of the fight in limbo. Steve Bunce, on the other hand, suggested that a third fight between Fury and Wilder could still generate massive interest. He noted that their past contests were close and controversial, and while Fury-Joshua would be huge, a Fury-Wilder trilogy could still be just as significant.
I can think of a bigger fight. We come back here for the third fight. I know that it's 2-0, but it's been so tight and so controversial, the two. We know there's a trilogy on the table. I think they have a third fight, I really do. And that's still a massive fight.
Before AJ?
Oh, before AJ.
I think AJ will be bigger than the third fight.
I know, it probably will, but you know what? If they have a third fight, he's not going to get knocked out. If he loses again, the AJ fight's still there. I believe that Fury's right when he says the AJ fight is going to be there. No matter when it happens, it's going to be there.
Despite Joshua's recent loss to Dubois, Tyson Fury has expressed interest in facing him down the line, saying that Joshua's record doesn't matter. What's important, according to Fury, is providing fans with exciting and entertaining fights. He believes that a clash with Joshua, even after his loss, would still be an exciting spectacle.
The opponent loses his crown.
Would you still fight him though?
Yeah, still fighting. Whether he's got 5 losses, 10 losses or 20, it's not important, because at this stage of our careers, it's about having good fights and putting good fights on for the paying customer. And I still think it would be an entertaining, interesting fight for the paying pundit.
Eddie Hearn, reflecting on the situation, noted that Fury's punch resistance, resolve, and fighting spirit are still intact, which makes a fight against Joshua the most logical next step. Hearn added that they would do everything possible to make the fight happen, as it's something the public desperately wants to see.
His timing was off, his punch resistance has gone, he put up a good performance. So for me, the only fight to make is AJ Fury, but let's see.
Is that half the reason why AJ waited to see? Because obviously, and Turkey said in an interview with us, he doesn't want to make AJ Dubois next.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we can do whatever we want to do. What the public want is AJ against Fury. It's what they always want. And it's time to make that fight. But let's see, respect Tyson Fury, see what he wants to do in the future, and no rush.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more boxing insights. Catch you in the next one.